Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the first day of a 30-day roadmap to become a data engineer. So, every day I'll guide you through SQL, Python, and real world data engineering exercises to help you build practical skills step by step. So, let's get started. As a data engineer, you need to be strong in, not strong, very strong in SQL. So today we have 15 minutes of focused learning broken into two main tasks. First is SQL Basics, where we are going to cover how to create tables, inserting data, and writing queries on it. Whereas the second is database keys. We are going to cover the understanding of primary and the foreign keys. Okay, so quickly go into the browser and search SQL on online compiler. Click on the first link. Okay, it will open something like this. This website has three tables inbuilt created. Okay, so we are gonna delete those tables using the drop table command, which is drop table and the table name semicolon. We'll delete one by one. Okay, first one is deleted, and the second one is orders, and the final one is shippings. Okay, done. Now we are good to go. So the first task is to create one table. So in order to create the table in SQL, we use the keyword create table and the table name, use the parenthesis. So we need to mention the column name and the data type of it one by one. The first I'm gonna go with ID and the data type is integer. This I'm gonna set it as primary key. I'll explain what is the primary key means later. Okay, the second one is name. This I'm gonna this is one of the data type in SQL, don't worry, which is a varchar 50. 50 means the number of character. And the next is department, which is also going to be the character. So I'm keeping it same. And the next one is salary, which is going to be the integer. I'm closing the parenthesis, putting the semicolon at the end. Let's just run this. Okay, the table has been created now. Now the second task is to insert the data into this employees table. How we are going to do is insert into the table name and the values that we are going to put into the table. Okay, put on the parenthesis. The first column is id, so I'll keep it as 1, and the second column is name. We'll put the name in the single quotes. Let's say the name is tree, and the department is also a character, so I'll put it in the single quotes. And finally the salary, so let's say the first person is earning 60,000 per month. Put a comma, and then likewise we need to insert, let's say, 5 data. Okay, 5 rows. We'll modify one by one. In order to keep the format, I'm just here. The important thing is that we kept id as a primary key. So the id column is the primary key which uniquely identifies the each employee, so it should not be same, like it should be unique. Okay, let's just change it. Okay, now just for a reference, we'll change the name of the employees. It's your wish, whatever the name you want. Okay, the department, let's say she's from HR and he's from finance and Diksha is from sales team. And the salary also I would like to change 55 and let's say 75 and 52 final 68, let's say. Okay. So as we are completing this query, we'll put the semicolon. Okay. If we run this query, we'll get an error which is the employees table is already existing, right? So we're getting an error. In order to skip this error, what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete the employees table initially, and then it will run this create, and then it will run this insert data. So why we're doing is to like every time when we run this, it is again it will delete the table and then it will create the table again and again. So as you can see, the data are visible in the table. Now our third task is to now we inserted the 5 sample employees with different departments and salaries. This will help us to practice the queries. So now let's try to filter the employees earning more than 50,000. Okay. So we use select to print the output in SQL, like how we use print in Python. Okay. Select star from the table employees where salary is more than 50,000. Okay. Let's run this. Okay, we got the output. As you can see, the salaries are more than 50,000. Now let's try to sort these results in a descending order. So we use order by which column we need to sort, which is salary, and in the descending order. Let's run it. Yeah, it has been sorted. Now we need to get the top 3 employees who are earning more than 50,000. Okay. For that, what we can do is we can do limit 3. This basically limits the output into 3 rows. Okay, as you can see, if I give 1, it is gonna give the top output. Okay, the top row. This is how it works. So understanding where, order by, and limit is essential for a data engineer. So because you'll use queries like this every day to analyze the data. And next, let's understand the primary keys and the foreign keys, okay, which are the backbone of the relational databases, I would say. First, let me just uh, tell you what is the primary key. As I have already told, a primary key uniquely identifies each record in a table. So it cannot be null and must be unique. Just remember this, okay? And the next one, foreign key, right? A foreign key creates a relationship between 2 tables. I'll explain that, and it ensures that the data integrity by referencing a primary key in the another table. Okay, so let's go with the example so you will try to understand. Okay, let's just create one table, name it as customers, and let's say it has the customer ID as the primary key. Okay, and the name of the customer social character 50. Okay, now we created this table. Let's just run this. Okay, the table has been created. We're not going to insert any data into this since we are understanding what does that mean by primary and foreign key. We don't have to insert anything like this. Okay. Now we understood what is meant by primary key. In order to understand what is meant by foreign key, we need to create another table because foreign key is basically a relationship between two tables. Okay, so let's just create another table named orders. Okay, which is gonna have the order ID as the primary key. Next is like, let's say customer ID. Here also it is coming. Okay, enter. The amount is gonna be integer. And now let's come to the foreign key. Now, out of these columns, which one is a foreign key? Just mention it. Then, no, no, don't put the command on. And it references what? It reference the customer ID here in the customers table, right? So we need to put it in a way like we need to mention the table name and then the column name. So this is how we will use the foreign key. Put it and close it. Just run this. Okay, customers already exist, so we need to drop this as well so that will not throw us the error. Let's run this. As you can see, we've created the table with the foreign key as customer ID. Okay, so here each customer has is going to have a unique customer ID, and the order table references the customer ID as foreign key. Okay, linking every order to a valid customer. So this is how a real world a database maintain the relationships. Okay, so after today's 15-minute session, you should be able to create a tables and insert data in SQL and also write queries with where or why and limit, understand the primary keys versus foreign key, and understand the table relationships and data integrity. So these are the foundations of data engineering. Mastering these concepts today makes advanced topics like joins, aggregates, and pipelines much easier tomorrow. So that's it for day one of the 30-day engineer roadmap. If you want to follow this uh, full 30-day journey, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. And in day two, in the next video, we'll cover joins, aggregates, and window functions. Remember, practice today and master tomorrow. See you in day two. Bye bye.